All right, Algebra 2. Let's get in our lesson here. We are wrapping this up. Remember, pause to get whatever you need down. So we are going to be filling in page 43, and then in Zoom we'll be doing page 42. All right, guys, so the first thing is I want to make sure you guys know how to solve absolute value equations. This is where you've got the x is inside the absolute value. So I'll put it off to the side. The key here, look, if you forgot, absolute value, when you take the absolute value of a number, it comes out as a positive because we're measuring a distance from zero, how far something is, which is always a positive number. So there are two numbers inside that absolute value that will give you 14. If I was to have a positive 14 inside there, and if I was to have a negative 14. So what we do is we have to make two equations. So we take that inside, that x plus 10, and it's set equal to 14, and we also set it equal to negative 14. Because whatever numbers for x give us those two, that's what's going to make this be a true statement. So when we solve both equations down now, you do minus 10 to both sides, and we get 4 and negative 24. And I want to show you how this works. So just to prove it, here's like a little check. If I plug 4 in, I should be getting 14 inside there because I had it set equal to 14. So this gives me the absolute value of 14. And of course, the absolute value of 14 is 14, so this works. And in the other one, because it'll set equal to negative 14, this answer should give me negative 14 inside. And it does. And when you take the absolute value of negative 14, you get a positive 14. So it worked. So I just wanted to show you why this is the case. So once you have an equation where its absolute values equals a number, you just make up two equations at this point. What's inside equals the other side as a positive and negative number. And then those are done. As you can see, they're usually pretty quick and easy. You just got to remember to do both equations to get both answers. This is supposed to be 43. I changed it. I don't know why I didn't save. Okay. All right, now solving systems graphically and algebraically. If you guys remember from last class, when we had equations set equal to each other, you could solve them down, but I also taught you that you could break them into two separate pieces. Well, this problem right here is set up as a system. These are given to you as y equals. So when they're given to you as y equals, our answers are going to be points. So we're not just looking for the x value. Here we're looking for both x and y. So there's a difference between the way the equations were written last time and this one. In this case, you're being told there's a system and you're given two different equations. So I just graphed them in the Desmos and I can see my solutions where they cross, negative 1, 4 and 2, 7. Now, if I were to do these algebraically, that's the next slide. Same exact problems, but to do it algebraically, now what I'm going to do is this x plus 5, since it's the same as y, it's going to replace that y on the left side. And I have a quadratic, so I'm right here. Let me get my highlighter. I'm right here right now. And I can see I've got a quadratic, and in order to solve a quadratic, I have to put everything on the same side. So that's what I did in green. Subtracted x, and then subtracted 5, so that I would have x squared minus x minus 2. And now I can do the quadratic formula on this. And that's what I did. I did the quadratic formula. And I got these two answers for x. And just to take a real quick look, you can see that x equals 2 and x equals negative 1 is matching with our graph. So we should feel pretty confident about our answer so far. Now, but to finish, I have to get the y values. So that's what's in blue over here, is I'm plugging that 2 into both equations, and I should be getting the same answer of 7, and I do. Both of these come up as y equals 7 when I plugged the 2 into the different equations. And then I did the same thing for the negative 1. And I got, let me put that there. I ended up getting that 4. Which is the same as that one. So this is the algebra format. And with the algebra format, you have to, there's obviously a lot more work than graphing. You did the quadratic formula, you get 2 solutions for x, plug it in to get the y. Once again, big difference between this problem and what we did last class. Last class, you were given the situation where it was just a single equation with just x's in it, and we were just looking for x. In this situation, we're giving a system, which means there is a y and an x in the problem. So this right here that I just circled in blue, that's the given problem, and you'll notice there are 2 variables, an x and a y. So that's why your solutions are points. All right. So that's it for this little quick video. So it's something that you want to make sure you do, guys. Make sure we take care of our quiz number 5. If you are doing this on Tuesday, this applied lesson, I would wait until the Zoom lesson. Check out ebook 4-40. And then I have a quadratic systems matching. This is a Google Slides type scenario right here. So it's giving you graphs and you just have to match them. So, I mean, you can just type them into the calculator, see what your graphs are, and you just match them up real quick. That's a fast, easy one. And then this one right here is using what we did last class. And it's getting you to practice solving those hard equations by making a system to get the x values. Hey, you guys take care, stay safe. We are almost through with the first semester. Let's make up all that missing work, guys. Let's rock this out and get everybody